In this video, we're going to make a cute Valentine's necklace to keep all your teeny little love notes. Stay tuned to the end where I teach you how to sew a button. Hi, I'm Alexa, author of Sewing for Kids, and this is my channel, Alexa Teach Me How to Sew. The goal is to teach you how to sew while making cute and trendy projects. If you're interested in that, please like and subscribe. Let's jump in. First, gather your materials. You're going to need embroidery floss and a needle, a piece of felt, a piece of paper, pencil, and a ruler, scissors, paper and fabric, straight pins and a pin cushion, and a cute button. I will link everything in the description box below. And if you prefer, there's a link for my kit available on Etsy that includes all the materials except for the scissors. To start, let's make the pattern. You're going to measure out a rectangle that's 5 by 2 inches. Mark 1 inch from the corner on both the long side and the short side. Then connect these lines, making a point on one side. Take your paper scissors and cut out your pattern. Pin the pattern to the felt. Cut out your felt and unpin. Take the short straight side and fold it up about 1.5 inches. Pin this in place on the two sides. You're going to notice that there's a little bit extra hanging over the top so that we could fold it over and make an envelope shape later. Now we're going to sew. Start by cutting your embroidery floss a little bit longer than 1 arm's length. Separate your threads into 3 and 3 strands and thread your needle. Match up the two ends of the thread and tie a knot. We're going to do the whip stitch to attach these two sides, removing our pins as we go. Tie a finishing knot at the end. Cut your thread and tie a new knot. Now let's repeat that for the other side. I like to hide this little tail in between and do an extra little loop around before starting my whip stitch. When you get to the end, tie a finishing knot. Now we're going to attach the string for the neck. Cut a piece of embroidery floss about 1 yard in length. We're not going to separate it this time, just thread your needle with the full piece of embroidery floss. Don't tie the two ends together. Tie a knot on just one end. Open up your pouch and put your needle through the top set of stitches and the felt. Like this. Before you pull it all the way through, just put your needle right inside the knot, like this, and then finish pulling it through. So therefore we have a really secure end here. Stitch it around 2 more times. Now we're gonna adjust the other thread. You have this really long piece and then you have the other piece that's not attached, and that's gonna be about a little bit longer than the length of your hand. Take our needle and go through the other side, through the felt and the stitches again. You're going to remove your needle now. Hold on to the loose piece of thread on the end and adjust the necklace part so that it could fit over your head. Once it's over, see how long you want it. If I wanted it shorter, I'd pull this thread tighter, or if I wanted it longer, I'd pull this thread shorter. This is how you're going to adjust it. So I think about here for me, I'm going to pinch these two ends and take it off gently. And now you're just going to tie a regular square knot. So you're going to take the loose end and put it around and through. Tie that knot 3 times. Cut off your tail, but not the necklace part. Check it one more time. Perfect. Now we have to add a button. First, find your button and place it on your project where you want it. Then put your flap over it and make a little mark with your pencil where it is below. Remove the button. At the little dot that we drew on our project, we're going to fold the flap over like so, and take a pair of scissors and really, really carefully cut a tiny little hole like this for your button. Cut this hole smaller than you think you want it because you can always make it bigger later, but you can't make it smaller. Now we're going to add our button. We're going to go through the opening and then take our pencil and make a mark on the bottom layer. So this is where we're going to attach our button. With that extra piece of thread from earlier in the project, thread your needle, match up the ends, and tie a knot. Take your needle and scoop just around where your little dot was. My dot's right there. I'm scooping this through. Before you pull all the way through, put your needle in between your thread, like so. This is going to secure our knot. Find the top of your button and face it towards you, and then take your needle up through the bottom and back down through the top of the 2 holes. Hold open your pouch like this, and then take your needle and scoop up a little bit of fabric in the same spot we did before. Pull this tight slowly. Now we're going to repeat this, but holding the button tight. So you're going to go back up through the bottom of the button and then back down through the top. This time you could come out the middle and then do this one more time. Up through the back, down through the front. Now come up through the front of the felt, but don't go through the button. Wrap your thread around the button 2 times. Pick up the thread between the button and the felt and tie a finishing knot, like this. Now you have a necklace you can keep all your little love notes in. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, please like and subscribe. I'd love to hear from you guys. Let me know of any projects you're interested in, machine or hand sewing, in the comments below.